consistency you guys had last week. Do you feel like this week is a good chance for your team to kind of find an identity on offense and figure out who you can make plays for?
Well, it's just an opportunity to get better, and that's what we have to do, is to not put ourselves behind the chains in incredibly difficult circumstances. When you look at those kind of 1st and 15, 1st and 20, 1st and 25, it just changes your whole complexion of what you're trying to establish and what you're trying to how you're trying to call plays.
Bob, last year, you had a good stretch of the season, you were winning games by outscoring people. This year, it looks like for a while you might have to win lower-scoring games. You feel confident this defense can win 17-10, 14-10 games for you if you need to?
Well, hopefully, but they need help. You can't squander offensive points either with turnovers. We've got a couple of turnovers. We got the ball out on the 5 going in, and we got the ball out on the 5 coming out. And if we're going to drop the ball around, the defense, you lose points and you're giving points. They can't do anything about that. So, to me, it's about the entire team playing together and being able to win in that way if you have to. So, our defense, we expect them to play well, but I want to, we need to be able to come up with the play there in that last, whether a turnover or a stop, and we weren't able to do it.
Is it almost like starting over to kind of figure out what you can hang your hat on because of the injuries and Sam being gone? You probably had a pretty
not starting over, but you have to reassess what all we're asking them to do, so I'm sure to some degree we'll narrow down and how much we're doing. But still, you have to do enough, to keep people off balance.
How much did it restrict your playbook having Gresham out of the game?
It changes it significantly. There's no way around that. I mean, he's such a main target presence on the field that and quality player that it changes. So it changes everything. Your run blocking and along with your protection, along with him out in the routes, and in particular red zone stuff. So you just have to work through it.
Bob, did you like the use of the Wildcat? Would you like to see more of that in your offense?
We'll see. It's something that we'll continue to work to some degree. It's something that other people have to work against and relate to. So we'll see.
You mentioned the defensive backs and the big plays. One of those was, I think, over Don Franks, and I don't recall him doing that last year. 14 games, I don't think he gave up a deep ball over the top. Was that as surprising to him probably as it was to you?
Well, it's just it's not very good play when you're in a base coverage and you're to stay on top of a guy and gets his vision in somewhere it doesn't belong, and there it is. So. It's not good play.
He seems to be a quick study, though. He's going to learn from that.
He is a bright guy, and so sure, it isn't a complicated play. So you ought to be able to handle it.
Bob, I know Gerald seemed to get stronger as the game went on, but is it important to get those young defensive tackles a little bit more in the rotation as long as your season is? Need plays those guys?
Sure, a lot of people need to step up and play and give us the confidence to put them in. So, but Gerald has a motor and is one of the best conditioned guys we have. So it's hard to take him out when his engine's still roaring and he's playing so well.
Adrian's doing okay. I know he's been down there late in the game.
Pardon me?
Adrian Taylor's he doing okay?
Yes, he practiced yesterday.
Gerald was calling to come out, and you guys basically said, no, you're staying in.
Well, it was too late to get somebody in for him.
Okay.
Bob, what about middle linebacker? It seemed Ryan Reynolds did a lot of things very, very well, but seemed to slow down later. What about him, and is there anyone else that may be able to give him a break here or there?
Yeah, same guys. We have Austin Box and Ronell Lewis are working.
They didn't play, did they?
No.
Do you expect to play them some, and what did you think?
Well, we'll see. As long as they continue, see how Ryan's doing. And as I said, Ryan is one of our players of the game, so it's kind of hard to take him out when he's playing well. So, anyway, so we'll see how those other guys continue to progress, and still unsure of Mike Balogun's situation.
No updates on Balogun?
No.
Nothing?
Not at this point.
I'll talk about your red zone offense. And you had 7 plays and still went to a 4th down trying to score there. Are you happy with what's going on?
No, we didn't score. That's the bottom line. We had missed assignments, allowed penetration to foul up some running plays, and so it needs to be better.
Well, I know everyone was upset after the game. Did anyone get mad, demonstratively mad?
Yes, everybody's mad.
But did they?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of people who were. I'm not going to sit here and say who, but there's a good number of people who are.
How is that manifested?
Just an expression and.
Two FCS teams beat FBS teams last week. How important is it for your team not to overlook this week?
Our team can't overlook anybody if we can't play correctly and play smart. So it obvious of what happened a week ago. So I don't think nothing. I think it's painfully obvious to them that they can't that we've got to play better and we've got to play more responsible and disciplined to have a chance to beat anyone.
What were you feeling on the 2 tight ends that came in and played for Gresham? Did either one of those guys kind of step up as a guy who?
Well, neither one was recognized as having a winning performance, a really good game. So they played, but they play at the level we're expecting? No, or what we usually are used to getting.
When your first team offense takes the field today for practice, who will be on the line?
We'll see. That's something I don't think it's fair to sit here and this guy's being moved out, that guy's being moved in. It's still college ball, and I'm not going to call kids out like that. So there'll be changes. And it'll be more competitive as well. That it'll continue. That if you're not going to play to a level or play responsibly and mentally, correct, then we're going to have these other guys in. So
it's the same thing hold true for the wide receiver. I guess it holds
Sure.
true for every position, but the wide receivers look like they're breaking off routes and.
Sure, it holds true for them as well, and everyone else on the team.
Bob, if you have Eldridge out at tight end more so, is it possible you might do a lot more, put a clap in the game with Brody and just line up and say, here, we're coming at you, and try to stop us, and as a way to take pressure off Landry and open up the passing game that way?
But to a degree, but that's sort of always been our style. But that style goes out the window, and I don't mean to be repetitive here, but right, when it's 1st and 20, 1st and 25, it's hard to be that style. And we were continually in these situations. And the times we weren't, you saw some of that style. We did run it well, and we were effective until we dropped the ball. Or we dropped the ball in the 5 going in. Another situation, we got a drive going. It's 3rd and 1 on about the 35. I got it in my mind to tell the coaches we got 2 downs to get it. We're going to, and we fumbled a snap. Now it's 4th and 8 or 4th and 7. And so that style goes a little bit out the window if you're not doing things again. If you're putting yourself in these situations.
Did you have any inkling when you watched this team scrimmage in practice? Were there any problems on the offensive line in the scrimmages and in practice like there were Saturday night?
Some, but not as much as there were the other night. But sometimes I don't know that well, it's not fair to say, but sometimes in our scrimmages that we're getting officiated like we will in a game.
Bob, is it realistic that you might have word on Gresham as early as tonight, and if you do have something optimistic to go along with Bradford's optimism, is that something that would be
I would anticipate having a definitive answer, yes, this afternoon after practice.
And if you do have something positive coupled with Bradford's situation, is that something you think that
it would be a boost?
Yeah, and the players.
Sure, but the players, I think mindset is they're working. I don't but anyway, so we'll see. We'll just see where it goes.
Is Landry's effectiveness any better in shotgun or under center, one or the other? Do you like him in either situation better?
No, I look at it very much like Sam, that he's really functions fine either way. We work them both enough.
The O-line is getting a lot of blame, I guess, in the public media or whatever, because maybe guys are jumping off sides before plays start, and it's real obvious. But can you describe some of the things that went wrong, the inconsistencies at wide receiver? Just guys not getting open or whatever.
Well, just competitive plays, making drop balls is an issue. Not breaking off routes, not competing for the ball. Just not the level. Some of them need to step up and be more competitive.
All right.